We got Matched Pairs T-Interval by Lucy Pedersen and Braley Mueller. Now for our sampling design. For this experiment, we randomly sampled 11 students from AP and honors classes to find out writing speeds of dominant versus non-dominant hands when tasked with writing their names. Here is our collected data in seconds. We had each of the 11 subjects use their non-dominant to write their first and last name and time them on their speed. And then we had them use their dominant hand and also time them on how long it took to write their first and last name. Taking these times, we were able to subtract dominant from non-dominant to get the difference. Then we took the means of each, which were 10.08 for the non-dominant, and the standard deviation for non-dominant was 2.938. For the dominant hands, we found that the mean was 5.024, and the standard deviation for the dominant hands was 1.01. We took the difference of the means and found it to be 5.064. And then we took the difference of the standard deviations and found that they equal 1.928. We will use this in the next steps. We will also be using the number of samples done, so 11, which is our N. Because it's a matched pairs test, we have 2 treatments that go towards the 1 sample. For P and panic, we estimate the true mean difference of writing times of non-dominant versus dominant hands when tasked with writing their first and last name. This was a sample of AP honors students at Eastview High School. Now for the A in panic, which is the assumptions. We'll be testing normality first. Because N is not equal or greater than 30, we cannot use CLT for this, or central limit theorem, but we are able to use a box plot. By calculating this, we were able to take the non-dominant minus dominant and put the difference in our L1 and put into a box plot. And we notice no major outliers or skews among the data. Furthermore, for randomness, we did use a random sample using a number generator to sample those involved and select people from AP honors classes at Eastview High School. For independence, to test this, we use little n is less than 0.1 of big N, which is the total population. So we found that 11 is less than 0.1 of all AP's honors students that are seniors. So all conditions wound up applying and working out.
Okay, so for N, we're going to do the sample title, which is the one sample matched pairs T interval. At 95% confidence. And then the degrees of freedom is going to be 10. And for I, we're going to do our calculations. So we're going to take our formula, which is the x bar difference plus or minus t star. And then we have the standard deviation of the difference over the n, square root of n. And that's going to end up being 5.06 plus or minus 2.228, which we're going to multiply by 1.928 over the square root of 11. And the t star that we were getting from our table is going to end up being 1.295. So then our interval is going to be 3.769, 6.359. We are 95% confident that the true mean difference is between 3.769 and 6.359 for writing speeds when comparing non-dominant and dominant hands. Because 0 is not within the interval, we can conclude that there is a difference between the two hands' writing speeds. Alright, thanks for watching. I do want to say that one more thing we could have done in this experiment was get more people to experiment with. Because our sample size of 11 would have done better as a larger sample size and would have given us more reliable and unbiased results.